I think I just played the intro without audio. Whoopsie. Dipsy, oh well. Shit happens. Life happens. Welcome to a Sunday, December 1st, 2024 Sunday Night Live. Drew Costin is here. He says, Happy December. Long time no see. Yeah, I saw you, about 2 hours ago, and you popped into the Johnny Stride stream. Madano was here. Tiana, Wesley, Jennifer Gala, Picard, Boom Productions, Nick, Sheena Roberts, Plush Mickey, Vivian J, our moderator extraordinaire, Lisa telling everyone to calm down, Paul Morgado, Gertej, Marge, Sheena, people wielding the wrenches of doom, Chris Mills, Gertej, Brandon, Iden Thompson McGuire, and everyone else, thank you so much. I'm just going to read your names all stream because I'm pretty brain dead tonight. No adult beverages, as I'm a bit not well. I've got this on the counter, though, or on the table, ready and raring to go. Thank you again, Madano. But I just made myself a cup of tea. So I did have a hot drink on my way home from the last live stream. I picked up a hot chocolate, but I decided that wasn't enough. So now we're going to have a hot tea. So it's going to be one of those streams. We're going to have to awkwardly watch me sip a tea. I'm going to lean a little heavy on you guys today to provide some of the content. Well, I usually do that anyways, but man, I've just been in outer space the past several days. Yeah, that's it. I mentioned on my stream earlier, I lost my phone at some point and like freaked out for like 10 minutes and like combed all over a restaurant. And it was on the sidewalk, just chilling on the sidewalk, like for 10 minutes. No one picked it up. Galaxy S24 Ultra just sitting there, people walking by. I didn't see it. I didn't notice. So thank you to the good Samaritan who did notice. Peter Bradfield says, hi, Johnny. Tuesday and Wednesday, it'll feel like Toronto. It'll be down to -2 and 3. Well, enjoy the happy Canadian weather. Lisa says, didn't hear it fall either. No, I don't know. I did that yesterday. No, after the bike rally on Friday, coming home, I got off on the wrong floor, and then I stuck my key into the door of someone else's apartment and probably freaked her the fuck out. I've had that happen to me at like 2 in the morning, and you just hear that sound of a key in your door, and it makes your heart like just jump. You're like, what is going on? And like you get that fight or flight response, and part of you wants to run to the kitchen and grab a knife and just like get ready to plunge it into the neck of whoever opens the door. I know that's graphic, but that's what's going through your mind when you hear that. I just realized it wasn't my door number. I was like, sorry, wrong floor. And the lady was like, I recognize you. It's fine. And she probably seen me around the building, but man, I'm sure I gave her a little heart attack. But yeah, I'm just doing all kinds of brain dead shit. I'm surprised I haven't put the cereal in the fridge and the milk in the cupboard. Something I've done during the best of times before. Kristen Woodfine is here. It was nice to meet you the other week. Taylor's Perfection says that sometimes happens in this building. People just get off of... Yeah, because every floor looks exactly the same, right? So you just get off the floor and go straight to your door without thinking, especially in my building where every floor is identical. And yeah, that can happen. No excuse, but it can happen. You get off work in the wrong floor and don't understand why everything looks slightly different, but then you go to work anyways. Vivian says you have brain fog with the eldest. Liz, 279, long COVID for a COVID test. Liz, thank you very much for the 279. I'm certain it's not that, but I don't know. I've also been like not remembering things. Today in the live stream, we were gonna go to Gould Street, and I was gonna say it, and then it took me like a minute to be like Gould Street. Like, I don't know. We'll get better. Johnny is having a midlife crisis. That's it, Tiana. Gonna buy myself a Corvette and drive around, wear a fedora, maybe take up smoking with a pipe or cigar. We'll have that proper midlife crisis, but I don't think that's it. I think it's just good old fatigue, but we'll be fine. That's enough about me. Taylor says, just getting old. If that's the case, man, I aged in like a day. Like it just went 0 to 60 fast. Phuket Walk is here. Greetings, Phuket Walk. Plush Mickey says, brain freeze. Johnny, did you see the snow in Muskoka? 100 centimeters. I heard about that. That looks nuts. Still waiting. We had like snow flurries last night. When I left my apartment, there were snow flurries. And I was like, cool, maybe when I start recording this video, there'll be flurries. But there weren't. John Burke says, hope you're okay. It's okay. Jeanette says, take creatine. It's good for memory performance. Yeah, but it's bad for your hair. There's a lot of people saying their hair thins and they lose it. And at 44, that's like the one thing I have left. So I will take protein. A lot of protein, like 160 grams of that a day. But the hair, no. I'm not going to risk it with creatine. I think you get like...
COVID for a COVID test.
The benefit of creatine is like an 8% improvement in your recovery after a workout, and like your muscles look bigger because they retain more like water. I don't think that's worth trading in. Like, I'm not a professional bodybuilder. Not looking to trade in my hair follicles for that. Jeanette says my hair is waist length thick. I think it's a little bit different depending on your gender who experiences hair loss based on their creatine level. But we'll be fine. Don't worry about that. So yeah, Friday we had this, which is on my desktop, the critical mass ride. As angry as it makes me that it came to this, it's really, really like heartwarming to see so many people come out and get so many words of encouragement and so much support. But I didn't organize it. I'm not a hero. I just went with my camera and recorded it. That's all I did, and took part of it to do my part. But like, big props to the people behind this, the people making the posters, putting the word out. Every single person who showed up, every person in a car who honked in support, all the people waving from the windows, the like dozens of DMs and emails I got from people thanking me for putting it online. But I don't want to live stream these and make videos of these in lieu of people showing up to support it. I know it's really cold, and I don't want people to like, I'll watch that on the YouTubes. Johnny will go out there and freeze for me. No, get your ass out there and do it. Lisa says, it's just a Toronto issue though. It seems you're with a bunch of cycling enthusiasts on the weekend from our town, and they really don't know much about it. There's issues in, I think Waterloo, they're having issues. Hamilton, I think it's more for the major centers. But yeah, it's a Toronto issue, but this is a Toronto channel. I ride my bike, right? Because of this bill, if they go through with it, someone is going to leave their home one day and never come back because of this bill. On top of the 1,000 other reasons why this bill is absolutely fucking terrible, that reason alone is enough to shoot it down. And yeah, like, I should have been a little more vocal with Bill C-11 when the feds were trying to put that through. That one affected me as a YouTuber. But this one, like, this has a direct impact on the quality of life in the city. Like, our neighborhoods should be livable. They're for the people who live here, not for suburbanites passing through. They're not arterial motorways for you to drive your pickup truck through and think you have a right to go through at the cost of other people's lives just a little bit faster than you would have at most. Chances are no faster. So that's it. If you are for Bill 212, a heartfelt fuck you, and we'll leave it at that. But yeah, I'm happy to push this issue on our channel. And like the thing that really gets my goat is this doesn't improve congestion removing bikes. If you want to improve traffic flow, you fix the light cycles. It's been proven like the city can time the light cycles much better. You ban on-street parking. It's ridiculous that people put like a 2-ton vehicle that takes up so much space for one person on a public street, when a bike lane literally moves 5 times more people in the same amount of space. Like, it's just stupid every fucking way you look at it. And they have nothing. They have no studies. They have no analytics. They have no data. And they don't have anything because it doesn't exist. Anyways, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that, and I'll move on. But it's just, to think that removing them will make traffic move better is just fucking, that's like denying, that's like saying gravity might not be a thing, or like evolution didn't happen. It's like, anyways. Cranky Ginger says Hamilton's downtown has all their lights timed. Yeah, like we should have our light, like even when they open up the Eglinton Crosstown LRT, if they open it up, those LRT vehicles won't have signal priority. They're going to get stuck in traffic. They're going to get stuck behind like turning vehicles. A mass transit line is going to get held up by traffic. Just let that one rack your brain for a minute. Like, there's so many more things we could be doing. And there are things that Ford could be meddling in that genuinely would make a difference. And I would say, okay, I don't like him playing mayor, but this is for the better. But what he's doing here is not for the better. But anyways, Terry says keep bikes off main arteries and put them on side streets. It's safe for everyone. That is, Terry, I don't mean to call you out, but the stupidest fucking argument you could possibly make. Look at this. If we go to Google Maps, where I live, right here, Yonge and Eglinton, right? So I have no bike lanes, but when I get to Davisville, there's a bike lane between Davisville and Bloor. If I am going from Davisville to Bloor, can you tell me how I take side streets? What do? We go up Park Road here. Then we go into Rosedale. Now we're on Roxborough. Now we're on Rowanwood. Oh, there's no way to do it without getting to Yonge Street. Oh, I know. We go to Rowanwood and we go this way. Then we go up Marlborough and we go this way. Then we go up this little street. Then what? Then where do I go? You cannot actually do it. It's physically impossible to take side streets without an enormous detour. And the same goes along Bloor Street. It's not an argument that works for Toronto. And unlike motorists, cyclists are going to destinations on the main arteries. Most motorists are passing through. Like, so they're going to end up there anyways. Boom Productions, $6.99. When I moved to Toronto, I sold my car, bought 3 vintage road bikes. That is my choice of travel. FUCKRF. I think we can all know what that means. But thank you, Boom Productions, for the $6.99. Cheers. Hope to see you out on some of those rides. Jennifer Gala says, in Montreal, we have many bike lanes. Montreal is the city in North America that does it the best. You have, from like an urbanist point of view, you have the most walkable neighborhoods in North America. You have the most car-free streets in North America in the summertime. And you've got the best, most expansive bike network in North America. So, yeah, Taylor's Perfection says better transit is the way to go. Alternatives. The only way to combat congestion is to build and support alternatives. Transit, bike lanes, traffic calming measures. You have to provide alternatives. When you provide more roads, you just get more cars. It doesn't work, and it has never worked. David says it will cause more accidents and deaths of cyclists. Many cities in the U.S. you have to cut through neighborhoods to avoid dangerous traffic. That's true. Everett Clendenin, $5. Hello, Johnny. Hope all is well. Hello, Everett. Thank you for the $5. But anyways, we'll move on from this. DJ Belmont says Toronto has drivers who run red lights, but they don't complain about that. They complain about the cyclists. You know, the thing is, It's actually legal in some states for a cyclist to treat a stop sign as a yield sign. And if you're a driver, you should want that too, because if the cyclist gets there first, they're going to come to a complete stop, hold up everybody, and then use their momentum to slowly get going, holding everyone up. If the cyclist just yields, they're not going to stop, they're not going to break their momentum, and everybody is going to move through it faster. And if it's not the cyclist right away, then they stop. It's called the Idaho stop. It's like, and even the Toronto police do it. The Toronto police have been seen on their bikes doing Idaho stops. There's videos of it that have gone viral because then they went to Shaw Street and started ticketing people stopping at stop signs or slowly rolling through stop signs. The very thing that the police do, because it makes sense. It makes no sense to kill your momentum. And you say, well, why don't drivers do that? Well, how many pedestrians and drivers have cyclists killed in Toronto in its history? Yeah, they're not driving 2 tons of steel that can kill people, so it's a bit of a double standard. Ready Eddie says, was walking on Danforth just now and thinking how sad it'll be if the bike lanes actually disappear. You use them all the time and love them. Yeah, the ones on Danforth are super well used, and they provide, like, as a pedestrian on Danforth, it's such a nice buffer.
Hello, Johnny.
Traffic,
Hope all
right?
is well.
Like, it's not just cyclists that are benefiting from this. Pedestrians are benefiting from this. Like, it's better for everyone. Drivers benefit from it. You don't, like, you've just got one lane of traffic to contend with. Just go straight. I don't know. But what I do know is my heat is on too high. I'm going to go turn it down. Since we just talked to Ready Eddie, you can all stare at his channel in one of his videos. Toronto Live, snowing East End. I missed that. We'll just play this while I go turn my heat down.
And we are live.
No, I think it's down.
So, hello, bonjour from Toronto, more specifically Danforth and Greenwood down there. Although we're currently at, I forget the name of the street. Ladysmith Avenue. And that's where we're at right now.
All right, thank you, Ready Eddie. I just turned my heat off. Elmo's World, $10. Hi, Johnny. Turning empty hotels, businesses should become parking spots will help. This will help increase traffic flow, increase transit, and increase bike rentals, health, and environmental benefits. Turning empty hotels, businesses. I'm not sure I fully understand the message there, Elmo's World. I did say I'm battling some pretty brain deficient. Turning empty hotels, businesses should become parking spots. I'm not computing that, but thank you so much for the $10, Elbows World. Maybe I'll look at that when I'm a little clearer headed and I'll make more sense of it. DJ Belmont says, are you doing calls tonight? We might have to. I don't really have anything else going on. What would you rather have, Johnny? A more extensive public transit system?
Hi, Johnny.
With
Turning
no bike
empty
lanes, or public transit
hotels,
system
businesses should become parking spots will help.
with the bike lanes
This
we
will
have
help
now?
increase traffic flow, increased transit and increased bike rentals, health and environmental benefits.
I would take more transit if it was like Tokyo or Seoul level good. But if it was just like a little bit better than what we have, I would take the bike lanes. Someone's saying sorry to Estelle. Oh, sorry to hear that, Estelle. You lost your fur baby Chi-Chi. Sorry. That's not good news. One of our viewers lost their fur-covered friend as well a few weeks ago. Almost World says, can we do calls? Yeah, we normally do them. We'll just wait. We have 272 people watching. Thank you for tuning in, as the Urbanity would say. Don't forget to bike and subscribe. If you're into like Canadian urbanism, by the way, shout out to this channel. Stop applying induced demand to housing. Why can't cyclists just use the damn sidewalk? Is urbanism just for childless cat people? That was a theme during the election. I think that was a JD Vance thing. I can't believe I have to make this video. This one's on Doug Ford. Just for the person who is advocating bike lanes on side streets, here's the video you need to watch. Just put bike lanes on side streets. This video spells out why that's such an idiotic idea in a major center. Hey, Kohana is here. Long time no see. Ooh. I'm working in tight conditions tonight. I've got my exercise machine next to me. Cam says Johnny is not a cat person. I like cats. If I had like a sociable cat, I would be pretty happy with that. Most cats aren't sociable. They just kind of mind their own business. So it's like, why not just have a goldfish? But I think cats are cool. I'm not against cats. I just always had dogs. I don't know. Dogs are a little more dependent on people. I think that makes them a little more rewarding as a pet. I don't know. It's sad, but I think that's the truth. So I got a new toy, by the way. Phuket Walk says I'm a cat person. I like pets. Just treat your pet well. I like pets. Don't have pets that shouldn't be pets, I guess. I don't know. Don't have an alligator. This came out. This little tiny microphone came out. I can't seem to find the listing that I got, but this is my new wireless microphone. I used to use this, the Rode Wireless Pro, but this thing connects automatically to my camera. So I don't have to have like a receiver in it. It basically does what this does, the DJI Mic 2, but it's way smaller. It doesn't have onboard recording, but it seems to be better quality. Lisa says it's too small. I'm probably going to lose this. I already lost the magnet that goes on the back, but the thing I like is it seems to be better quality. I can just clip it here. But the thing I don't like is I was live streaming with this mic wirelessly, and the firmware that updated my camera to support this mic made it so there was like wireless interference even when I use the old mic. So I can't live stream with a wireless mic anymore until DJI fixes their firmware. And sadly, there's no way to roll back their firmware. So to get around that, so this is what I did to my camera so I could live stream the bike ride the other night. Jennifer Gallus's amazing quality and stereo blown away. This is how I've been live streaming with stereo. There's a microphone on the front here. I put a piece of foam over it. There's a microphone on the side, and then there's a microphone on the other side. And it is very hard to get this shit to stick on here. And then you don't want to interfere with the gimbal rotation. So Lisa says red-green that. More like Ken Continuum that, right? So that's how I've been live streaming without a microphone. But if I turn this microphone on, let's see. It should connect. There we go. It connected. And now you can see the green, the line. Well, it's green, so you can't see it. But there's a line at the top showing that this mic's connected. So there we go. But then I was thinking I needed 2 of these, because if I do like pre-recorded videos, it might be cool to do like actual stereo sound. Time for a little unboxing. So I don't know if I'm actually going to keep this, but I bought the full thing with 2 mics and the receiver. So what I might end up doing is sending the single mic back and keeping this one. I don't know. I already lost the magnet on this, so I'm gonna have to steal the magnet from one of these, put it on this, and then send this back to Amazon. But Jennifer Gallus says, "Lol, Johnny, we have the same taste." That's exactly what you bought. Yeah, I'm thinking I could even do like a binaural type audio with this, because binaural audio simulates like what your ears hear, as if there's like your head in the middle blocking the sound. Stereo audio is just whatever goes to the left and right, but binaural is like how your ears hear it. So if you literally like clipped one of these on either side of your head, you're essentially getting like that binaural sound. Like you could, there's ways to do that. I could literally like clip these onto my ears. I'd look like a fucking idiot. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to open this or if I'm going to send this back and just keep this. I'm not going to keep both because that's kind of a waste of money, but hey man, DJI, start sending me stuff free. They send this stuff to all these like goober YouTubers who basically make commercials for them, and all they do is like rant and rave and like say glowing things about their products. And that's probably why they don't send stuff to me, because they know I'm gonna shit talk things. Luann says, came to check it out after sitting quietly in the earlier stream from Young Dundas Square to the Eaton Center. Sub to this channel too. Luann France, cheers to you. Thanks for making your way over here. Ready Eddie says, I did binaural videos for your ASMR channel with 2 DJI mics. It actually works. Yeah, as long as binaural works, as long as you have something in between the 2 mics, right? Because like your actual head blocks sound from the right side. So what you hear from your left, whereas when you just have 2 microphones like on the side of a camera, that's not really binaural because this microphone is still picking up sound from the other side. Binaural kind of simulates what you're, I don't know, it's a little geeky to get into that. You can actually get binaural earpieces that will record, but the problem is they suck at wind handling. So I don't know what the solution is. Maybe wrap a bunch of like foam around it. I don't know, but we'll get into it. Maybe I'll open up the DJI mic 2 and test it out and see how I feel. Jellybean says too geeky. It's one of those streams. Marge says we can turn them off. Please do. Just turn it off. But this is, I can't find the single mic. Where's the single mic? I just bought the DJI mic 2, this one. But I don't like that you can't record directly on it. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. Jennifer Gallus says Buds 3 Pro record binaural. But what about if I'm on my bike whisking through the streets? Then you're probably just going to hear whoosh, and it's not going to sound that good. That's why you kind of want a microphone equipped for that type of thing. Carl Roth says that microphone will pick up fart sounds. Emo's Vlogs, happy first day of December, everyone. Emo's Vlogs, thank you for the $2. Cheers to you. Happy December 1st. Happy for what? I don't know. Mr. Sunjip says maybe we can do a video editing. Maybe later. I've bored people with those before. BG says, hey Johnny, I'm looking to edit videos and make vlogs. What editing software do you use? I use DaVinci Resolve. Most YouTubers, I think, use either Adobe Premiere, DaVinci Resolve, or if you're in the Apple ecosystem, Final Cut Pro is really good. There's other software you can use too, like Cyberlink Power Director. Some people use Magic Vegas. There's a whole bunch of editing software, but I would recommend DaVinci Resolve, Adobe Premiere if you like being a slave to subscription fees, or Final Cut Pro if you're only ever going to use Apple stuff. Because those 3 pieces of software, you don't have to, you're not going to hit limits. You're going to be able to do whatever you want to do. You can Google it. There's a tutorial. There's a plugin. Professional movies have been made and edited on all 3 of those pieces of software. They all have professional color grading. So I would just start with one of those and just learn it and get good at it, rather than start with like a basic editor. That's what I did. And it got to the point where like I wanted to do stuff and like the thing couldn't actually do it. And the good thing about DaVinci Resolve is it's free. I have the studio version because
Happy first day of December, everyone.
With the free version, but the free version's like 90% what you need, and it's free. So I would start with the free version of DaVinci Resolve before I even touched anything else. Anna says, you mentioned you like the keg. You should go to Rio 40. Try Picana. Best steak in your life for sure. Rio 40. on St. Clair. I've never even heard of this. Can it be better than Barbarians? Is this what you're talking about? Rio 40? It looks like it's in a building that would have been a Starbucks at one point. Yahia, the transit guy, $2. Hey, hello, Johnny. Would you ever get a Tesla bot? We'll have to figure that out. Johan says you loved the fight back ride. Thank you, Johan. There'll be a lot more of that in the future. Yahia, Tesla bot. Is this it? Tesla bot? A robot? Would I get that? That looks like it would cost at least $100,000. So no, I would not get that. That is it. Carl Roth, I don't know if that's the case. Lisa passed a Cybertruck on the Queenie first. Yeah, I passed. Remember, I was driving on the QEW from Niagara Falls to Toronto, and a Tesla or a Cybertruck passed me. Really cool to see. Stupid fucking thing. In every other way, I guess. Camp says Johnny only needs Nightbot. That's it. I only need Nightbot. Oh, I watched a... Okay, this has nothing to do with anything.
Hello, Johnny. Would you ever get a Tesla bot?
But one of the channels I watch is Penguin Zero. This is Charlie. He basically has... He reacts to things, and he kind of has takes on things that, like, 99% of the time I agree with. Like, do you ever just, like, align with somebody and, like, the way they break shit down and the way they see the world, and you're like, that's, like, how I do it, except they're smarter than me. Daryl Klatt, 279. Johnny. Happy holidays. Thank you, Daryl Klatt, for the 279. Cheers to you. Look, he just did a video, Ticket Prices Make Me Mad. He's probably going to go on a rant about Ticketmaster and all the fees. I haven't seen that one, but he did a video that I, for the first time, did not agree with. Lisa says they can articulate it better. He did this one called a sugar daddy stream, where, like, basically this girl, if you think our live streams are weird, she live streams herself shopping with, like, a sugar daddy, and this guy's buying her, like, designer bags and all this expensive stuff. And Charlie's take was that she's taking advantage of this poor, rich old man, and, like, he just felt so bad for him, and she should stop doing that for views and for live stream clicks. My take on that is he knows what he's doing. It's transactional. It's a two-way street, right? He's fine with it. He signed up for it. He's not being taken advantage. They're both getting a transaction out of it. That's it. There are two people who have a very big hole in their life, and the other one is filling that hole. And yes, it's incredibly superficial, and it's not a relationship. But but he was making it seem like, I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but he was making it seem like this poor guy was being exploited and abused. That's not it. He signed up for that. He knew what he was getting into. Right, so whatever. That was the first time I ever didn't agree with Charlie on one of his takes. But other than that, yeah, it's usually pretty solid. Boom Production says, no offense of the person showcasing Rio 40. This place may be great, but it does not offer traditional steakhouse steaks. All right, we can steer it back into a sense of normal. Menu. Maybe it's great. Yeah, this is appetizers, seafood, meat, and poultry. You know it's not really a steakhouse when you have to go to meat and poultry after seafood. Picana grillada, grilled rump steak served with rice, beans, farofa, vinaigrette, and fries. Cassava instead of frites, $3. $33 though. If you're telling me I can pay $33 and have one of the best steaks I'll ever have, and it says the picana dish is the best for $33, I'll have the best steak ever. Is this menu from like 1995 Like, I do not believe that. That is... These don't even seem like... Beef a casa, grilled strip loin with a fried egg, tiger shrimp. Even at the keg, every steak is like 40, 50 bucks minimum. How is this place... I want to try this, but I have a feeling this might not be the best steak I've ever had for 33 bucks. You do get what you pay for, right? Like Elmo's World, $2. You should go to Santorini's restaurant. Thank you, Elmo's World. I don't even know what that is. But Boom Productions, thank you for looking that up. Restaurant Toronto. That's interesting though. This one, this is another restaurant whose menu is not in English and I need to translate everything. They got mussels. I know someone who will really like that. And oysters. Cam says, bring us with you. Johnny Stumbles steak mukbang. And it says it's a traditional Brazilian restaurant. I am a big fan of Brazilian steakhouses. Maybe I'll have to try it. Thank you, Anna, for bringing it to my attention. And it looks like it's not going to break the bank, right? I would get a $33 steak and like, what would I drink? Nickelbrook light lager, $9.50. So I would be like $42.50 for a steak and a beer. That's what, like $52 tax and tip included? I don't know. That's a solid value for an actual steak. Sarah Joyful says, is Red Lobster steak any good? I don't know. I'm very much like a thumbs up or thumbs down person when it comes to food. A traditional drink to have there would be I can't even pronounce that, Anna. When I went to Barbarians, they have a book for a wine list. It's an actual book. They have an entire basement, I think, that is just the biggest wine cellar you've ever seen in your life. I look around and all I see are wine glasses on everyone's table. And I'm like, what beers do you have? That's me. I'm having beer with my steak.
You should go to Santorini's restaurant.
Jeanette says there are a bunch of something I can't pronounce in Houston. Yeah, you're exposing how white I am. This man likes steak and beer and he can't pronounce anything on the menu. Anyways, Elmo's World likes red wines. Boom Production says for 30 bucks you can have a flat iron steak that is yummy and tender as a fillet with frites and peppercorn sauce. Where is that, Boom Productions? Where is that? Anyways, Charlie, you had a bad take on this one. That man who's a sugar daddy is not being taken advantage of. He's just paying an alarming amount of time for an escort, basically, who is also live streaming him. It's kind of how the world works sometimes. Jeanette says, Churrascaria equals Brazilian steakhouse. You guys should type words and see if I can pronounce them. Carl Roth says 10 bucks still for a meal at Tim Hortons, LOL. Tiana said your favorite influencer told you about the Marble restaurant, MRBL. Never been there. Heard good things about it. Lisa says Grosvenor. Thank you, Lisa, for giving me the easiest softball in the world. What's next? You're going to type Roncesvalles. What's this now called? Coxwell, the new name. This is one I would never pronounce. Emdaabimok. Mbadimok Avenue. There we go. There's one I wouldn't get. And what's the other one on the bottom of Bathurst? Instead of like Lower Bathurst or something, it's got a name that I cannot pronounce. Bathurst Street. Ironquay, Eireann Key? Iron Queen? I don't know how to pronounce that. Justinsky says Roncesvalles. You say sorry very candidly. Sorry. Mike T. No, I can't pronounce that. That word is not capable of coming out of my mouth. That word is on a list somewhere below the R center. They're bad words. Jellybean says, yeah, just say Roncy. Boom Productions did a live stream through there down in this area by Ireland Park. Pronounce this street. Oh, that's Canadian Vasily. Ethan on Hawatson Ethan Lane. I don't know. I can't pronounce that. That's on the east side of downtown though, isn't it? Why can't I can't copy that message. I think that's on the east side of downtown. Oh, it's up here. We That's a recreational center up near Ethan on Hawastihenen community. That just rolls right off the tongue. I bet people just call it like the rec center in that neighborhood. No offense to anyone, but if it's not easy to pronounce, it's not gonna be easy to pronounce for most people. Jellybean says I didn't get stream sniped today. No, I don't normally stream on like Sunday nights. Husaka. I don't know. Canadian Vasily says it's an Aboriginal name, but transcripted into an English name. Hey, I have nothing wrong with the origins of the name, but that doesn't mean I can pronounce it on first try. And it doesn't mean you're being ignorant if you can't pronounce it. It's like the name itself is 10 out of 10 difficulty to pronounce. Digital Blade Canada says don't feel bad when I came to Canada. I didn't know how to pronounce pape. That one, that's pretty phonetic though, isn't it? Did you say pape? Pap? But I don't know. I don't know the answer to this because we should be naming stuff after all things Canada and Canadian history, so there's nothing wrong with that. It's just hard to pronounce. That's all. That's all. What's the hardest to pronounce name in Toronto? Hardest street name to pronounce in Toronto. Roncesvalles. Come on, Google AI. Strawn, that's easy. Strawn is on the list. Roncesvalles, Jeffrey. A residential street in the west end of Toronto that is pronounced differently than how it's spelled. Well, it's spelled Jeffrey. How's it pronounced? Etobicoke with the silent K. That's easy. Young. That's easy. Wellesley. Yeah, I guess it's the Z sound. Wellesley, not Wesley. Wellesley. Right? You don't pronounce the S. You pronounce the Z or Z. Pronounced Grosvenor, not Grosvenor. Yep. Pronounced Grosvenor, not Grosvenor. That's for sure. The Esplanade, pronounced the Esplanade, not the Esplanade. I guess that's true too, right? We've always heard that one. Spadina, pronounced Spadina, not Spadina. No, that one has been debunked. Spadina is a perfectly acceptable pronunciation. When I was researching this, I think it's north of Bloor, where it's Spadina Road, traditionally, or a long time ago, was called Spadina, but south it's almost always been pronounced Spadina. If you go around correcting people in Toronto who say Spadina and say, no man, it's Spadina, you're probably going to get punched in the face at some point. Like, don't correct people on that. It's Spadina. Try pronouncing Chinguacousy Park in Brampton, Kartik. Chinguacousy Park, isn't that it? Dapace has never heard Spadina. I've heard it, but I've only heard people trying to be smartasses by saying it. And it says, are you going to the distillery this year? The lines look longer than ever. The key to that is to go on like a Tuesday afternoon or something. It's never... I usually stream through there and make a video through there, or go on one of the nights when it's free. The problem is it can be hard to see it lit up, because if you go too early. Let's see. Distillery Christmas Market. I know it's Winter Village, but that's one name that didn't change in my head. Sunday to Thursday, 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. Friday to Saturday, 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. Yeah, it's probably Friday through Sunday. You're going to have a bugger of a time getting in. If you go at like 2 p.m. on like a Tuesday or Wednesday, you're just going to waltz right in. It's not a big deal. Lisa says you can type whatever you want. It still comes up. Yes, look at Ryerson University course schedule. It still finds it. It's still Ryerson. Skydome location. Hey, it still finds it, right? Like it knows. Molson Amphitheater address. There we go. It still found it. It's all good. That is true. Thank you, Google. Mike T says, I imagine that every area has names that are hard to pronounce properly for outsiders. Not just for outsiders, but for locals, right? We had some good examples of ones in Toronto that are hard to pronounce for locals. David Ing says, topic for your next rant, Johnny. CBC News did a segment on tipping. It was one big rant. I agree. Tipping is out of control. I watched that, actually. Cam, that's an easy one. Dundas Square. Yeah, the CBC tipping piece was good. I think we need like better legislation. If you're tipping it, like it should be going to the service workers. Like the owner should not be getting a cut of that. Management should not be getting a cut on that if they're not working in a service capacity. If it's takeout, fuck you for asking for a tip, like, or making it prominent on the display. Like I shouldn't have to like back my way out of tipping because I'm picking up a Subway sandwich. Like, I don't know. I heard of a place where someone got like cosmetic injections, like Botox, and they were prompted for a tip after they were leaving. Like, why are we tipping? Like, this is so out of control. Just, I don't know. I think it's completely fucking nuts. We've seen our portions shrink in restaurants. We've seen prices go way up. Fortunately, server wages went way up too, because their minimum wage got pushed up to the normal minimum wage, so they're no longer like underpaid per hour. Yet tipping only went from like 15% to 22%, and we're supposed to tip on fucking getting cookies at Craig's Cookies or gelato at a gelato restaurant. I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. No, I tip when it's like a barber or a restaurant where I sit down, and I don't like doing it. I do it because it's expected. And I just, at the Keg, I had a $29 half rack of ribs, and I felt like such a cheap bastard for ordering like one of the cheapest things on the menu. I just like gave the guy the maximum tip. I didn't want to like, I knew he was thinking like, this guy's cheap, this guy's gonna tip 15%. I was like, all right, 22, buddy, here you go. Don't think of me like that. But I just like, tipping's optional. Optional. You shouldn't make somebody feel pressure to tip. You're kind of a dick if you don't tip in a restaurant and you have good service, or your barber. But why is my phone blowing up? Someone who knows me is probably disagreeing with what I'm saying right now. Boom says, rule of thumb, if you sit, tip. If you stand, no tip required. Note, all restaurants in Toronto have owners that steal tips from servers and bartenders. I think that includes Sur Lee, right? I think they had a whole big deal at Lee Restaurant before with improper tipping. Phuket Walk says, no tipping needed unless you want to here in Thailand. I remember tipping days. When I lived in Asia, if you tried to leave a tip, they would like literally run after you at the door in some places and try to give it back to you, right? I remember getting out of a taxi completely drunk. It would be like the equivalent of like $8. I'd give the guy a 10,000 bill So I'm tipping him like $2, and I would just open the door and leave it. And he would like roll down the window honking like, "Hey, I have money for you. Come back." Right? Like, it's just so weird coming to Canada where everyone's got like a vacuum expecting you to tip. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, anyways, what's up with you guys? Let's check out Reddit Toronto. My friend got a tattoo of the speed camera on Parkside Drive that was cut down. Is that that picture quality is sus. That could be like a Sharpie. That could be a temporary tattoo. If that's a real tattoo, cool. Yeah, Parkside Drive is a street notorious for speeding. There's been like tragedy there. There's a very good reason why the city wants to turn it into a safe street. Was this picture shot on the speed camera, mailed to you, then photographed with a potato? Low quality on purpose to make it harder to tell it was just drawn on with a pen. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's all that is. Nobody is dumb enough to get that as a tattoo. Hey, there's the Canary District in Corktown Common before and after. This was built as student housing for the Pan Am Games, something Toronto took very seriously and made a big deal out of and built a whole lot of infrastructure for. Except that it wasn't a big deal and nobody cared. But we got the Canary District out of it, and they turned a lot of these what were dorms into condos and mixed income residences. It's cool to see the neighborhood come together. I think it's kind of generic feeling. It doesn't really have... It feels like city place. I don't know. It's not very organic. 56,000 residents, over 100 buildings. How Toronto plans to add a city of people into Scarborough's Golden Mile. Yes, that's coming with the Crosstown LRT. Hey, I actually have a Toronto Star account now. I signed up for 6 months at $1, which I will cancel in 6 months. But what's crazy, what's absolutely fucking crazy about this is it's going to be all high-rises along Eglinton. Then literally a block to the south and a block to the north, it's going to be single-family homes. Like, if you look at Yonge and Eglinton, it's wild. Everything is either a massive tower or a single-family home. And this is going to be the same thing. Like, missing middle, hello. We don't have any medium density housing in Toronto. And, like, stop protecting that. It's stupid. Cold Hard Toronto says $1 is still too much for the Star. I just got tired of always clicking the article on Reddit and not being able to read it. So, I gave in. I signed up. Whatever. As long as I remember to, cancel it, I'll be good. Some pictures I've taken within the city. This picture looks like it was taken with like a film photograph, doesn't it? I see he caught the person mid-stride. That's what I always try to do with my camera or with my thumbnails. People lined up. There's Lululemon. We were up there today in the Eaton Center. Was this person like posing for the camera? Is that, where is that? Oh, that's Dundas Square with the... Alright. Lady half in her minivan. Maple Leaf Gardens with the streetcar. Lisa, what do you rank these pictures? I give them a meh. Some are okay, some don't make sense to you. Toronto-based arts grant provider says nearly $10 million was stolen from cyber criminal. I don't know. Is anything good here? Singapore's traffic is no worse than Halifax's. Toronto's could be too. The Globe and Mail. Yeah, we could charge commensurate rates for parking. We could toll our highways. We could build more transit and bike lanes. But no, we have... Anyways, you've already heard my rant on the stupidity. That is what's going on. Residents frustrated after Parkside Drive speed camera cut down. Yeah, Speed cameras hate this one simple trick. Don't speed. Like, you know the fucking camera is there. Like, it's not hiding in plain sight. It's literally right there. Just don't speed. I think... I don't know. Like, we need more enforcement in the city. People, like, die on this street. Like, there's residential homes here, and there's cars going, like, 80, 90 all the time on Parkside Drive. Chris Mill says now Dougie wants to buy back the 407. Well, what's he gonna do? Build a tunnel under 401 or the 401, like the stupidest fucking idea in the history of time? Or is he gonna buy back the 407? Are they gonna toll the 413? Are they gonna sell it to private operators? I don't know, but go Doug. I mean, his government, well, ancestors of his government sold off the 407 in the single worst deal in Canadian history. And now we're gonna buy it back. Sweet. That one worked out real well. TTC crash with Tesla, Bayview. All right, we don't know what happened, so it's just a car next to a bus. Toronto Scepters open PWHL season with a 3-1 comeback win over Boston Fleet. Boston Fleet. Isn't like when you say the word fleet, I picture like a parking lot with a bunch of cars that are owned by a business. What the hell kind of name is Fleet? But either way, congrats to the Scepters. It's always good to have more options, especially for professional hockey when the Leafs are so expensive and hard to see. If people can go see the Marlies at the Coca-Cola Coliseum or whatever the hell it's called now, if they can go support the ladies play, that's cool too. The more options, the better. We're a hockey-starved city, and the Leafs are just unattainable for most people. Critical Mass in Bloor West Village tonight. I was there. We live streamed it. Jumbo TV says, you think of boats when you hear fleet, and that applies to Boston's history? I guess so, but fleet doesn't sound like intimidating, right? Like normally it's like a badass animal or like fleet. I don't know. I just picture a bunch of like nerds in business suits driving like Hertz rental cars down the highway. Like, ooh, here comes the fleet. I don't know. Is their logo like a fleet of like Navy ships or something? That might be okay. Lisa says like fleet. Yeah, it doesn't do it for me. Still, the stupidest name I've ever heard is TMU Bold. They called their sports team the Bold. It's like literally an adjective. They went from Ryerson Rams, like a traditional cool. I get it. You changed the name of your school. You want to rebrand, fine. But Bold? I would be embarrassed to put on a uniform that said my team name. Anyways. Toronto could pass largest road safety budget in Vision Zero's history. Oh, Vision Zero, the thing that John Tory tried to make happen but didn't. Parkside Drive again. Are you going to the Fleet game? Doesn't sound amazing, says the pace. Jellybean says Ram jackets were cool. I agree with you. You'd always see like the alma mater walking around. Those jackets look pretty cool. Half of all bike share Toronto trips occur along two major corridors, Bloor, Danforth, and Yonge Street. Meanwhile, e-bike usage has surged 144% and now contributes to 20% of revenue. There is an absolute explosion in bike share by the numbers, and the vast majority of people are riding on the very corridors that a certain person and even some city councillors in Toronto want to rip out. Fuck you, Brad Bradford, by the way. Especially you, but some of the other ones. Yes, that's cool. Line 2 is finally getting new TTC subway cars. I think they're just going to get the same cars that are on Line 1, but much deserved. The Walking Man dude is here. Who the heck needs bike lanes when you have dude bulk? The Walking Man dude. Making absolutely no sense, but thanks for joining us. The Walking Man dude, you're just going to bulk your way along the street and push all those cars out of the way? Thank you, Walkie Man Dude, for making an appearance. Someone made Doug Ford never learned how to ride a bike. Remove bike lanes, build highways, defund public transit, increased car traffic. And now he's laughing? Oh, he literally spoked his own wheel. Car-friendly policies increase demand. Increased demands equal increased traffic. To reduce traffic, reduce cars. Every single person with a working brain understands this. Yet, stupid governments, looking at you, Texas, still do it anyways. City staff recommend Toronto set a maximum temperature bylaw for all apartments. Cool. I don't know. I think we're done with the news here. We're done with Reddit. Johnny's Package is here. Hello, Johnny's Package. Liquid soap sold at... This was the same headline last week, wasn't it? Toronto's charming and lesser-known Santa Claus parade hits the street this week. Is that the Weston Santa Claus parade? I know Weston has one every year. Oh, this is Etobicoke Lakeshore. That sounds like it's Long Branch. Founded in 1990 by the Lakeshore Village, New Toronto, and Long Branch business improvement areas, the parade was first dreamt up as a means to fill a gap in the neighborhood following a 25-year hiatus of their prior Christmas parade. Do we want to do another Santa Claus parade? I would have to take like the GO train out there. Oh man, on a Saturday morning. Any Toronto YouTubers want to go live stream this? I mean, I know it's in Long Branch, but it might as well be in Burlington. I want to see it. I want to support it, but man, that's a long way to go. Canadian Facility says I can do it. I'm thinking of doing it, but maybe make like a morning GO train video, just because I haven't done that in a while. At least it says Burlington might be quicker if you drive. Yeah, well, Long Branch, you get right off at Long Branch GO, right? Mimico GO is going to be too far, but it might be doable. It might be doable. But like I already did a Santa Claus parade. Lisa says you're not doing that. I'll prove you wrong. $14.5 million designer home in Toronto has sat unsold for 8 months. Boo-hoo. Probably asking too much. Anyways, should we do some viewer calls? Should we have some viewer call-ins? Should we do it? Should we do it? And should I open this up? Should I open up the DJI Mic 2? It's turned out the lights, yes, phone calls. If you want to call in and be on the show, 647-247-3726 is the number. 647-247-3726. I've got a call here already. Hello there.
Hey Johnny, what's up?
Hi. Is this Johnny?
Long time no talk.
Is this Johnny's Package? Johnny's Umbrella?
No.
Paul Blunt?
Can I please talk to Johnny's Package?
He is a deaf mute. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's a politically correct term or not, but that's. How's it going, Jellybean?
Good. I just want to say hi.
Hi. You haven't called in for like a few months.
I was giving you a break.
And we all appreciated it. And now we're gonna need another break. So I guess you can call in again February.
Are you feeling better?
No, but we'll see tomorrow. My plan is I might sleep through my premiere in the morning, but my plan is to wake up around noon, and we'll see. We'll see. Are you feeling better?
I wasn't sick.
What did you eat for dinner last night?
Swiss chalet.
Did you have coleslaw or fries? I'm judging you hard.
Fries.
That sounded made up. That sounded like you had to pause and think about it. I'm calling bullshit on the Swiss chalet. Billy T says I look tired.
Do you want to see the screenshot from my app that
No.
I ordered it? Do you want me to send it to you?
No, I don't want to see your shitty Photoshop. That's fine. We'll not take your word for it. Tiana says, LOL, she had fries. What did you have to drink?
Oh, I legit have a picture of that, Tiana. Thanks for reminding me.
What did you have to drink with your Swiss chalet?
I think I just had a bottle of water.
Did you order this through the app, you said?
My Swiss chalet was $99. I'm not paying for drinks.
Here's the question. Did you eat it out of that shitty cardboard box they put it in, or did you move it over to a plate?
I did eat it out of the cardboard box.
Did you eat it with the shitty utensils they give you?
No, I have nice utensils.
Yeah, because like it honestly feels like a hobo experience if you eat it out of the box and you use the utensils they give you.
Even Chipotle, I can't eat with those wooden utensils.
Oh, I like the Chipotle wooden fork. I usually throw a few extra ones in my bag when I'm on.
No, I couldn't eat. I was like, oh.
I also take like a handful of napkins just because why not? And I usually take a few straws. I know they're paper, but why not?
Oh, I ordered a bunch of butters and ketchup.
Okay,
Extra.
I think this phone call has jumped the shark.
Okay, what else do you want to talk about?
Do you have any jokes for us?
No.
No.
I have jokes, but you don't think anything is funny, so let's be real.
Well, okay, just tell me one unfunny joke.
No. Sorry.
Okay, I think we're done here.
Okay, I'll let you go.
All right,
Now
thanks.
100 guys will call now.
Yeah, if we're on the Gong Show, the gong is being hit pretty hard here.
Sausage party.
Wait, I have a question for
Are
you.
people trolling?
When does a joke become a sad joke?
When?
When it becomes apparent. I don't know.
Mm.
Anyways, all right. Have a good night, Jelly Bean.
Okay, Johnny. See you later.
Hola.
Good talk.
It was one of the talks of all time, that's for sure. All right, take care.
We can't talk about anything because people are listening. Okay, see ya. Bye.
That was Jelly Bean, and that was a dad joke. Caroline says, "Oh, I'm good for Taco Bell hot sauce. I get the medium sauce at Taco Bell." Hello there. Hello. I believe we have a butt dial. That was weird. Does anyone else want to call in? 647-247-3726. All right, that same number is calling again. Let's see if we got it right here. Hello there.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Now I can. What happened?
I don't know. It wasn't on my part.
Well, it is someone from a freezing cold Atlanta, Georgia calling in.
Not quite yet, but we're getting there to freezing.
How are you doing, Peter?
I know that you were interested to hear from me about how I was doing.
Yeah,
These last couple weeks have-
yeah, just give us a quick update.
Well, these last couple weeks have not been easy to deal with. I don't know what the extent of the kidney damage is actually. They did find something during the kidney biopsy, but I won't necessarily find out what it is totally until the 11th when I see the nephrologist that I ordered the biopsy. From what I read, it's not good. It's kidney damage stage 3B, which is 30 to 40% capacity. And the shrinkage of the kidneys. I know that I used to do a lot of walking, like you and Ken and Action Kid and a lot of other people I'm watching on YouTube, and I didn't necessarily take care of the concept of making sure I was hydrated a great deal. And I know I must have caused some issues there. And I was born with several other different ailments. So I don't know what is happening. I'll know on the 11th.
Well, I hope it's... I was just going to say, I hope it's the best outcome possible. And when I don't drink a lot, when I walk a lot, I tend to get like Charlie horses in bed. That's my body's way of telling me like you didn't hydrate properly. My legs it's just agony. But you can't beat yourself up for that stuff. People are just living our lives, right? Like we don't know. We're all doing stuff. We're all doing stuff right now that is we're gonna know in 20 years from now that was horrible for us and we didn't know, right? Like.
Yes, I agree. And at least this didn't happen when I was in my 30s or 40s, which could have been a lot worse for me than now. I'll just have to play things day by day. It's just that on another health reason, I lost one of my sisters, my three sisters, back in October 2022. She was only 62 when she died, which is a year older than me right now.
Yeah.
So, I get concerned about that.
Wow.
And I have had to work on a what are those called? An advance directive. And I'm working on a will. And it's certainly not something I was wishing to do, but it had been in the back of my head even without this. Yeah.
Well, it's I'm sorry to hear you're going through this, but I do wish you the best outcome possible, Peter. I mean, that's all. Hopefully, the doctor says I have some good news for you, right? I think everybody.
Or at least some hopeful news.
Yeah. Well,
That's the only thing.
Well,
by the way, I was going to tell you something from one of your live streams that I wasn't able to tell you.
Sure.
And that is, you were confused what I was quoting about Petula Clark in Downtown.
Oh. Yep.
She was an English singer, and Downtown was one of her biggest hits. Well, actually was her biggest hit.
Is that song that goes downtown?
Yeah, that's the one.
All right. Well, now it makes sense. I should have got that when with downtown as the cue. Well, I want to thank you for your support and for watching the channel and for a very candid update. And a lot of people in the chat have expressed.
I do have a joke for you.
All right, let's leave this on a funny note.
How can you find Will Smith in the snow?
How can you find Will Smith in the snow? Shoot.
You look for Fresh Prince.
You look for Fresh Prince. Huh. You know, that joke could have gone in a number of directions that were not appropriate, and that was a funny, appropriate ending. Well, thank you for calling in, Peter Bradfield. I wish you the best.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. That was Peter Bradfield dropping a good joke. And earlier, Boom Productions bank joke, only the teller laughs. 279. Thank you, Boom Productions, for the 279. And we've got a 416 number on the caller ID. Hello, who are we speaking with?
It's Canadian Vasily.
Sorry, I missed
How
that.
are you
Who
doing?
is it? Who? Canadian Epic Nation HD?
Yeah, close enough.
Canadian Jelly Bean?
Destination Canada, maybe.
There we go. What's up, Vasily?
Something. Yeah, I just called to say hi. I was in Halton Hills this morning checking out the Coca-Cola caravan stop, and I saw the Santa Claus, which I guess is the original Santa Claus from Coca-Cola.
Well, Coca-Cola are the inventors of Santa Claus, so
Yeah, so I finally found him.
yeah, whichever one they sanction would be the one and only official Santa Claus, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Did you record that? Did you stream it?
It was on a live stream.
Was anyone else up there?
Just me
Just you?
and Santa Claus.
You drove up there to see. How far was that drive?
It was like, I think 30 something minutes. There was no traffic.
Someone yesterday suggested that, or 2 days ago, that I should drive up to Peterborough to catch like a snowstorm that they were gonna get. And I was like, and then I gotta drive back in the snowstorm. And is anybody gonna watch a live stream that says live snowstorm Peterborough? And I was like, and like Lisa's making fun of me because there's no way I'm even going to Long Branch on a Saturday morning for something that's actually within Toronto proper, let alone going that far. So kudos to you for getting out of the city. And was your stream monetized?
Well, not with ad revenue, but yes, I turned on Superchats today.
Oh, so when you have 500 subs, you don't get ad revenue. You can get super chats.
No, I just get Superchats, memberships, and shopping.
And well, yeah, don't put your eggs in the shopping basket. When do you get ads?
1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours.
Oh yeah, you'll get
But
that.
I have enough watch hours that I could share with someone, and they would be fully monetized as well.
Yeah,
I just need the subscribers.
the best way to get watch hours is live streaming. Just because like releasing 10-minute videos aren't going to get you there when you're new. But that's cool. Super chat and members, as Phuket Walk points out. Well, congrats on that. Do you have any jokes for us, Vasily?
I'm a little too sick for jokes, not today. I'll have some ready for next week.
Yeah, you're
if I call in.
You're a little under the weather. What is it? A cold, flu?
It's bronchitis, so I have like a cough and have to use an inhaler.
Well, take care of yourself. Yeah, stay out of the cold until that's taken care of.
I tried to not live stream for a while there after the Christmas parade.
Yeah, for me, what I don't know. I'm battling like it's just like fatigue. It's brutal. I get dizzy and tired, and that bike ride I did on Friday night kicked my ass. It was just so cold. And
that bike ride you did on Friday night, I actually saw you, but I couldn't find you on the replay of like your live stream because I was driving on the street and I saw you.
Oh.
But I was in a car, so I couldn't stop and like yell out.
Well, I hope we slowed you down and pissed you off a little bit.
Oh, I wasn't really like pissed off because I was on the clock, but it was really slow.
Awesome. Well, thanks.
It's for a good cause though. Like I would have been there if I wasn't at work, to be honest. So
yeah, it's not just a good cause. It's like the right thing to do. Well, thank you for calling in. Take care of your bronchitis, and we'll see you back. We'll see you back on the streets when you're better.
Yeah, I'll probably go out for the Santa Claus parade in Etobicoke. It's like down the street, essentially.
Yeah, you have no excuse.
Yeah, if you're going out, then I'm gonna have to.
Jennifer Gala is watching from her Quest, and it says I'm online. My Meta Quest hasn't been turned on, I think, all year, Jennifer Gala. That's interesting. I'll have to, maybe someone's using my account. I'll have to take a look at that. But thank you for calling in, Vasily, and get better.
Yeah, I'll catch everyone later.
All right, cheers.
Bye-bye.
And we just missed a 905 number. And I just got a text. You just call in if you want. We'll do one or two more calls. Here we go. 905. Calling back. Hello there.
Hey, Johnny.
Oh, let me put you on speaker here. Did you say it's Dylan Reynolds again?
Yeah.
How's it going, Dylan Reynolds?
Well, I've been doing good. I did stream last night, and I did one of my walking streams last night.
You did a walking stream last night. Where'd you go? Whoops! I put up my.
I went up close to around my old high school. Yeah. Yeah, and I was actually today watching one of your old walking videos that was filmed back on May 12th of 2020.
Wow, May 12th of 2020.
And I know when you do. It was that one time when you went through a walk in the past during the height of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that day because it was the day before my 17th birthday.
Oh. I don't remember. I've done the path like a few dozen times. I don't remember. Was I talking in that one?
No, you were. It was a quiet one.
Yeah, most of I don't think I was talking yet in videos then. I started like a few months after that, I think.
Yeah, because I was actually wondering if you wanted to recreate that same walk that was filmed back on May 12th of 2020 to show what it was like at the height of the pandemic and what it was like after the pandemic.
Let's see if I can find it. Let's see how good YouTube search is. May 12th, Johnny. Hey, there it is. Downtown Toronto Pandemic Walk, The Path and Skywalk on May 12th, 2020. I remember doing this one now.
Yeah, because it was the day before my 17th birthday.
You know what? I might do the path again, but I just did the skywalk like last week. So I don't want to do the skywalk again just because I just did it. But I can definitely go back and revisit the path. I'll probably do that this week actually. I already have a route in mind that I want to follow.
Yeah. But maybe when we get to like around that same date on May 12th of 2025, I maybe do a comparison from 5 years ago in 2020 to 5 years to May 12th of 2025.
Well, there's an idea. Thank you, Dylan. I'll
Yeah.
I like doing that. Sometimes when I'm out of ideas, I'm like, what could I do? Is this the anniversary of something that I could redo and compare it? So that's a good idea, and I'll give you credit for suggesting it at the start of the video. Oh, look, I even put little text prompts on here. I wrote descending into the path as I was going down.
Yeah. Because I remember because it was around the time of the height of the pandemic, and then at the time I started watching your channel around the time of the pandemic, and I think I found you from I think another YouTuber, My Walk Around.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
He just made a bunch of new videos actually.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was me, the Ken Continuum, and my walk around doing most of the Toronto walking videos.
Yeah.
And
then we started expanding outward. Like I started doing walking streams like as of this past spring.
yeah, well, yeah, he went to Japan, same places I went to. Akihabara. Oh, he did Condensation, Halloween in Japan. He went to Osaka. He did the Grand Canyon. But he's had some big hiatuses. I think that kind of killed off a lot of momentum and viewership.
Yeah, because Ken, I think, I remember at some point because I think my walk around did do a few videos in the Pickering area. I know TJ did a few videos here as well.
Cool.
Because I heard that Toronto, I heard about what's been going on with the bike lanes in Toronto.
Yeah, it's a damn shame, but we're fighting it. That's
yeah, like I don't know about. I really don't think Pickering bike lanes are an issue. Are becoming might also be in danger of losing our bike lanes too.
If they take up a lane of traffic, if they replaced a lane of traffic with bike lanes, Doug, that you know what he is, has put it in the wording that he can force the town of Pickering to remove it and pay for it, and you can't sue him if you get injured on that street. So a proper piece of shite that man is. But anyways, do you have any jokes for us, Dylan?
Well, I am not really, but I would argue with kind of this what I'm thinking because the only times that I had that I was scared of, and there were some videos that were really scary. There were some scary moments I remember on some of your earlier videos. The one time when you fell off the bike.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I had a lot of scary moments too in my life too. Because I got one time I think about last year I got pushed into the rec center pool by one of my friends tried to pull a joke on me and pushed me into the pool in the rec center.
Oh, well. Hopefully you didn't have like your phone on you or anything, because that
No, I did not. I did not. I did not have my phone on me. It was a fellow YouTube.
Someone's asking Dylan who he's talking to. Well, Dylan.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for calling and wish you the best with your live streams.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Take care. That was Dylan Reynolds, everybody. Let's do one more call tonight. One more call. And then I can get tomorrow's video prepared and then go back to sleep. All right. We've got one call here. This is our last caller of the night. Hello there. Is it the Walking Man dude? Can you say anything else, Walking Man dude? That is it. Okay, we'll do one more call because that Hello there. Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I think I've got the wrong number.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
is this Vivian?
Yes.
Why do you think you have the wrong number?
What number have I got?
Well, unless Vivian Johnson, the moderator of Johnny Stumbles, called a wrong number and accidentally dialed me, then...
Okay, Johnny. What's happening is My computer is way behind you.
Yeah, there's a delay. There's a delay. That's
Yeah, I know that. I did turn it down, but I didn't shut it off completely, so it's confusing me.
all
Anyway, hi. How are you?
good. How are you?
You're not good.
Yeah, I'm very good. I've never been better. This is Vivian Johnson, everyone, a longtime channel member, supporter, Patreon supporter, YouTube channel member, and distinguished moderator, calling in from Belleville.
Right. I was phoning in to make a suggestion, but I'm sure you won't like it.
No, I'm going to shoot it down. What is it?
Yeah, you probably will, because my suggestion is you take a day off. You look worn out.
I could do that.
I think you should, before you make yourself sicker, and then we
But-
won't have you at all.
But really just going for a walk is good. It's good to get fresh air. It's good to feel that breeze outside. So
If you go for a short walk, say around the block, but not for, an hour on end.
what about a 40-minute walk that
No, I don't think so.
involves a camera and talking?
No, I'm pretending to be your mom here, and I'm just trying to make you take it easy, actually.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that. Like today I way overslept in, and then when I had the energy to go out, I went out. My backup plan was to just live stream tomorrow morning if I wasn't able to make a video tonight and live stream, but I'm glad I did. We had like a good stream. We had a lot of viewers.
Oh, yes, we do have a good stream every time you go out, but...
Not every
you
time.
really
There's a good chance my stream's going to be hot manure, and you know that, but
Well, yeah, but not very often.
we had a good stream. I felt okay. Like I do listen to my body. I do go out Sunday, but yeah, I appreciate it. I'm not going to push myself too hard. That's
Yeah, we do worry about you.
Peter Bradfield says, thank you for listening and listen to Vivian. Thank you, Peter Bradfield. Again, wish you the best. And thank you for the 199. I'm going to take it easy.
Okay.
You have...
We all do. We really all think the same way. We all want you to take it easy, so you're, going to be out for a day or so, but not for months or so.
I have never missed a day of content.
Yes, I realize
Since I went
that.
full time. Either not, and YouTube Shorts don't count. I'm sorry, that doesn't count. But I've always had a video or a live stream, and I think it would I think it would actually,
since you went live.
and I think it would actually kill me if I didn't. So.
Well, just try not to do too much in a day.
All right.
Or at one time.
Canadian Vasily, $2. I love Coca-Cola. That's when we were at that, you watched that at Henry's stream when we went for dim sum.
Right.
There was so much like pop and sugar-filled beverages on the counter. I was the only one drinking a Diet Coke.
Thank you for listening and listen to Vivian. I love Coca-Cola.
He drinks a lot of coffee, too.
All these other guys run on sugar and caffeine. It's kind of, maybe that's what I need to start doing.
No, I don't think so. You're trying to be healthier. You don't want to do that.
Well, thank you, Canadian Vasily, for the $2. I'm truthfully, I don't mind Coke, but I'm a Pepsi guy. Just between me and you, but I think it's silly.
Well, I'm a bubbly guy.
It's silly to have an allegiance to a giant international conglomerate selling sugared candy to adults, right? But
yeah, well, I just can't drink them anymore. I've gotten used to the bubbly, and I don't drink anything but now.
yeah, I love sparkling water. It's filling. You feel like you're drinking something, and it's like just a glass of still water isn't satisfying. Sparkling water is satisfying. So
No, I drink just water, and I'm still thirsty.
I've got
But I
five.
drink the bubbly, and I'm not.
I've got 5 cases of bubbly on my counter right now that I have to load into my fridge in my cupboard. But the problem is I don't have space for them because it's already full of bubbly.
You beat me. I have 4 cases sitting here, but I have a little bar fridge. That's where it's just got my drinks in it, nothing else.
That's a good idea. I don't
yeah.
pay utilities here. I could easily hook up a little fridge.
Oh, a little bar fridge wouldn't take much. This was my mom's when she was living in a home. She liked to have drinks, and she had it. Well, when she passed away, I brought it home, and I said, well, I'll just put that in the living room and put the drinks in it and help yourself.
Well,
So that's what I do. It's great.
we're looking at about $340 though, so I don't know about that.
Oh no, not for a little fridge. They're cheap now. You can get them well under 200.
Yeah, no, the one I want would be 340. 237. I don't know.
How big do you want it?
You know what? I live in a bachelor. If I can't walk to my little kitchen for 5 feet away, then there's something
well,
wrong.
that's true. I didn't buy it. I didn't keep it because my fridge I lived in a house, but it wasn't that far away. I bought it for the convenience of just keeping drinks in there, and then I could keep my food in the fridge.
Makes sense. Digital Blade Canada sent $2. Just book a sauna for half an hour. You know, I could go to a sauna for free right now. There's one in my building right next to the swimming pool.
That might help.
I almost never use it. Well, Vivian, it's that time of night where I'm going to wind down the stream, so you better have a fantastic joke for us.
No joke. I have no joke at all. I just phoned you on the spur of the moment because I think you need to rest.
Hey, Google, tell us a joke on Vivian's behalf. I asked Google for a joke.
Oh, okay.
Conversations, but I can share a joke that Vivian might enjoy. What do you call a lazy kangaroo? A pouch potato. I hope you enjoy this joke.
I did not enjoy that joke.
You didn't hear it?
No, what do you call a lazy
What do you call a lazy kangaroo? A pouch potato.
Yeah, okay. So this is like when the groundhog doesn't see its shadow. That's not a good ending. But
yeah.
Thank you for calling in, Vivian, and I hope you're doing well over in Belleville, and thank you for moderating.
Okay. And thank you, but take care of yourself.
Will
Don't
do.
worry.
Will do.
Okay.
Tomorrow we're going to do live streaming all of Yonge Street from top to bottom.
That's really taking good care of yourself.
The best. All right. Thank you, Vivian.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And just like that, thank you, Vivian, and thank you, everyone who called. The phone is on airplane mode. And for those who ask, no, that is not my phone number. And no, I do not look at that app until next Sunday when we bring it out. So no, I don't listen to the voicemails, and I get like texts on there, people asking me like questions like, what's the best way to get from the airport? Like, you're texting me this. Like, what? Jellybean, we'll take a look at I missed it, but if the mods missed it, we'll take another look. But thank you for calling in. It was fun speaking to you. It was fun speaking to everyone else. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Jeanette, for the warm drink after my stream. Don't forget to, as Odie or Bandy always says, bike and subscribe. Thank you, Noble Kos as well, Sapand, Citywalks, Gertej, Caroline, and everyone else. Have a good night. There'll be a video tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. EST on the Johnny Strides channel. If not, there'll be a live stream because I always do one of the two of them. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys.